back live? We're back live. Don't know what that was about, but we're back live. So we're just going to let it ride. All right. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. We were talking about edit stream info. We're not still playing that. We're playing that. There we go. We were the Eorzea collection. We were looking for glamours. By tanks. Search. Summary. Level range 1 to 60. Apply filters. Alright. Let's focus solely on Dark Knight. Oh, see? Now I gotta tell it I don't want. Exclude Mog Station, exclude Seasonal. 1 to 70. Apply filters. Alright. That's what I'm talking about. The Odenta Kai. Alright, so the Odenta Kai seems to be the sword I need to work around with. It is... Oh. It's my Poetics weapon. Dope.
Ah, Jalantru.
Jalantru. I was just looking up. Hey, Fairy. Bob just showed up. I don't know how old that
Hey, Fairy.
is. was just looking at Samurai Glams for Dark Knights. How goes the wonderful world of RPG Limit Break?
It goes. Is about all I have to say right now.
We are trudging.
Yeah, things will get really busy until about things will be really busy until about the 27th of April. And then I'll have like 2-3 weeks and then I fly out. So
Speaking of things getting very busy in April,
mm-hmm.
I heard back from a school position,
Huzzah.
and I will be starting as an instructional assistant in 2 weeks.
Very nice.
So right around the time where Bob's getting super busy and getting ready to head off for RPG Limit Break, I will be starting that. And so keep an eye out on our socials.
Plug and the socials. Here on stream.
And here on stream for
any potential changes in what's going on.
Yep, changes to schedules and the like. There'll probably be a week or so while I try to figure out what my new normal is, scheduling wise.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Very excited. After about 3 weeks of not hearing anything from this particular school, I went and showed up, sat in the office and waited until the administration had time to talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey, I would love to know what's going on. I was like, hey.
Oh, no.
I said, hey, what's going on? And the principal was like, I admire your tenacity. Would you like this position? And I said, yes, please. And they were, cool, we'll call you on Monday with the final details of you having this position. And they did. So. Very excited because it's hopefully the right step, a step in a more right direction to get back into schooling.
Doing right.
Say what?
Is what you want to be doing, right?
Yeah. Well, I see Alita has logged on. Now if that means Bob is in with the login Q boss or not.
See if we can't get you into a group.
Who is this Lita Alexander? Why should I join their party?
push at least two of these nerds in there.
We shoving nerds off the ship. Is that what's happening now?
I mean, there are at least two nerds here I would like to shovel. Yeah, yeah.
Dope, dope.
Decent.
Leeson Alpha now.
Oh, awful nerd.
All right.
Done what we're about to do. Don't see.
Let's find out. Let's do some research. We must have research. That was a fun show. The old Jackie Chan adventures.
Never seen it.
Bunch of
Nerds.
lots of AoE stuff.
I'm just going to go ahead and give us.
All right. Let's explore the boat, or as much of the boat as they'll let us explore.
To explore, sadly. Other than this, like, dope-looking Rayquaza thing at this.
And we can run all the way up to the end too. Giant six-legged bird thing. Go out on the wings too. Do 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 do. Weather's been nice here on our end of things.
Nice is a word.
Oh.
Too fucking. Too warm. I had to turn the AC on. Man!
Looks like we've got at least one person who's willing to a gnat. boop. I've lost a backpack. Tis a shame. Yeah, I made that mistake about not having the AC turned on and then just going, why the fuck am I sweating? And it's like, oh, it's because I still have heat set.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have it set to cool off. Then I fix that, and yay. Do.
Healer and tank you. Judy Foosh.
Jellyfish fronds. Wait. Take stance. They don't look like banshees. It's not how I typically. More you say.
This isn't going to be the whole dungeon, is it?
I do not believe so.
Just standing here AoEing weird sperm-like jellyfish.
That claim to be banshees. They claim to be banshees, but I've yet to see them scream at me. All they seem to be doing is hitting me with tentacles. Island dead ahead. All hands brace for impact. Bam! And now we know why we get to just run off the... We could run that far. Ancient Ymir.
Apparently female Elizin are super rare. are you?
A reflection of Carlabos, apparently. I would say a sea scorpion.
Why do I suspect we're going to be seeing Carlabos later in the actual dungeon?
Good. It's a good guess. And I have the cheat sheet in another window that I don't feel like opening. That'll tell you whether or not you're correct. You, sir, do not appear to be Carlabos. Space
Anything
rock.
special here?
Lots of AoE.
Just status shit in the ground.
Yeah, there'll be one where you'll want to stack, and it'll try to suck you into things.
Yeah, Quee's just like, watch the AoEs. Got it.
Try to stay close to the hitbox. I think this is the one where it wants to suck us in, we run away. And we sidestep. Till sea swallows all. That's our line.
Quite literally, the limbs are...
The Maelstrom battle cry.
Starting to get into the point where I can use some of my upgraded abilities. Dope.
Hello, Emma Meowie.
Hey, I'm a Meowie.
Oh god.
What?
We are fighting ghosts and stuff.
Ghosts and this weird Genova wannabe.
Mm-hmm. Baroque ring of heat.
Treasure. It sounds like there's been a dungeon that had actual treasure boxes.
Hmm.
It's all been tombstones and nonsense.
Because I think this is our first dungeon of this expansion.
Oh yeah, this is our first Shadow thingy dungeon.
This is one of your favorite sections to pull in this dungeon.
You a tank then? Jordan's playing our tank.
I am. Get that. Sea monks. You don't look like monks.
A monkey. Support main, Sage and Warrior. I think SG is Sage.
Yep. Dope.
It's going to take a lot to shift me off being a red mage, I think.
Yeah, you're deeply, deeply enjoying.
I'm really enjoying red mage. It makes for longer queues, but I get to do cool backflips and shit, which is all I care about.
And you have a really dope weapon.
A really dope weapon, but also a healing WoW. I don't want to heal Theory too.
Fair.
Speaking of which, we're now at the point where we're clearing normal Liberation of Undermine in one evening.
Nice.
We've started pushing into heroic, and from 2 out of 8 at the moment.
Dead pirates.
You believe in ghost stories, Miss Swan?
I just watched that movie the other day.
I kind of want to. I've been wanting to watch that for a while. I'm still watching. Chain watching Ted Lasso, like
Yeah.
the umpteenth time. It's so good, Jordan.
It is such a good show.
As soon as you get that Verres, you become Resbot. Yeah, as soon as I can start using that in actual dungeons and not just in the open world.
Oh, it burns. I partially blame the fact that I listened to the call map to help me go to sleep. And one of the stories I've been listening to lately has been sort of an adaptation of Treasure Island, or a abridgment of Treasure Island.
Oh yeah.
So I've been on a bit of a pirate. Ooh, that's spooky.
That's dope as shit. That's a really interesting, what you call it? Aesthetic.
Governor Swan here. Enter night. Exit light. Take my hand. Neverland. I don't like the looks of these things. I'm feeling they're going to... Yep. And of course it's just too far away for me to do anything.
Well, we can't hurt him in that phase anyway.
Oh, okay.
May have noticed that all casting stops. Good job. That was an interesting boss.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these look dope. Sounds great. Fun design stuff in here. So how long have you been playing, Emma? Don't mind me asking.
2016. Damn.
So were you a 1.0 player, or?
I think 2016 was.
Just been ARR.
Yeah.
I really want to meet someone, like, in person, play during 1.0. A few patches had come out for Heavensward by then. Yeah, I really want to meet someone who played 1.0. Because then they might be able to explain some of the stuff that happened in ARR that I just still don't understand for the expansion. My friend played 1.0 and it was awful as they say it was. Yeah. Oh, I don't doubt it.
I feel like I tried 1.0 and it didn't hold me. Like, I immediately turned around and went right back to WoW or Eve, one of the two.
Knowing you, it was Eve. A lot of 1.0s missing in the binding coil of that's where it. That is something that I have been meaning to go back and do. I have just been told that it's not a thing that I can do unsynced or anything. So fleshless captive. It's a grove. Yep.
I feel bad that I'm suddenly blanking on Scrooge's plea to the ghost of Christmas future. Because Christmas is yet to come.
The right people, you can unsync it easily. You should ask your FC. Yeah, I'm gonna do it eventually. There are just certain things I want to be doing, like progressing the plot. But we only do that on stream, so it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, really.
We'll set up a day for it, probably off stream. We'll ask in the FC chat and be like, hey, can we get like 2-3 more people to unsync with us? I've tried.
Because apparently it's, from what I've been reading, it's even unsynced, it's as difficult as like a Savage raid is.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is why people don't queue for it in normal queues. Not the final boss I was expecting. I won't be honest. I was not expecting a fucking God of War.
Very interesting take on a siren, though.
Or am I?
Same with the AoEs.
More AoEs. Copy that. They're all normal difficulty to get through story first. I know it's called normal difficulty, but I have read there are some concerns with coil difficulty.
level 100 Pictomancer can just ramrod anything in there. I think the last
Fair
time
enough.
I tried unsyncing it, I was 80. It was two 80s.
So,
And
if
we had
balanced
trouble.
discussion is to be believed, a level 100 Pigdamancer can ramrod anything at this point. If I am understanding
Shit.
the modern. This is really boring. Every now and again, not being able to play the game, and I don't know how to avoid it.
That forced march, there isn't an avoidance.
Wow, that's just great, great, great ability design, by the way. Just about Sands and bosses having mechanics that required more than one person. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, fuck that up.
Alright. Walk forward. Alright.
Get out of here. I wish they'd stuck around for accommodations, though. With the plot.
That appears to be the last of them. Word from the misery. Repairs are complete, and we may resume our journey.
You're living one. That felt like a. That felt like a bit of a. Well, we need something to do. Dungeon?
Dungeon. Our players have done nothing but listen to other people talk.
For 4 expansions.
Well, for however many quests, jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Or of like is nothing but a therapist and a problem solver. You are so true, Emma. I feel like I should start charging for my services. Like, okay, your hour is up.
9, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Almost 30 quests
What do you mean?
since the start of 4.0.
Right, but we've been doing stuff like we had to fight with Swords Guy, and
That's fair.
um, we did that one thing where we had to kill everything, but do no damage to it, and then the ambush thing. Right. Oh, the FC are saying we should be looking out for Shisui of the Violent Tides, which is one of their favorite in the game, which is apparently required for us to get flight. So, all right, should we talk to Caravalian?
Indeed.
Congratulations! I think this is the voice I gave him. You now stand at Kugane, the western port of Hingashi. Regrettably, the only port in this nation open to foreign trade. Oh, and I do apologize for the unforeseen difficulties which befell us during our journey. Needless to say, your assistance in overcoming them was much appreciated. Chicken cheese. Love Caravalian. He needs to command more of my boats around the world. Yeah, he's kind of dope. Especially knowing he's connected to one of the high houses of Ishgard is pretty dope. In case you couldn't tell from us both being Ellison, we kind of dug Heavensward pretty hard.
That we did.
Well, we dug the Dragon Song War part. Other bits of it, not so much. All right, talking to Awful Nerd. The man from Uldar. It's like the man from Uncle. I am not an Ellison, but I love Ishgard. My first Hubban was Oceanfront. I don't know the phrase Hubban.
I feel like that's maybe the male version of waifu.
Bando, yeah. Okay, yeah, I can see it. Husband, okay. Yeah. I definitely had a tear in my eye with what happened to Oceanfront. He was one of the few characters in this game I could stand to be in the presence of. Alright. The man from Uldar. Despite having travelled halfway around the world, Awful Nerd is in no mood to take in the sights. Accept.
Glad though I am to have arrived, I would remind you all that we are far from home, with limited resources at our disposal.
Duly noted, brother. I should take care not to enjoy myself. In any event, Doma is our final destination, and our first order of business should be to secure passage there.
Captain Carvelian, I realize you pledged only to take us as far as Kugani, and I have no desire to change the terms of our agreement. I should, however, be interested to know how you would go about reaching Othard were you in our position. Bob says the man from Ul'dah, I just think we're about to hear a limerick.
More like the man from Uncle than anything, isn't it? The risk of stating the obvious, you're in a port. Surely there is a kind and generous soul here that will aid you for the right price. You cannot be the first traveler seeking passage to Doma.
The captain makes a
He's
good...
one of the only characters that gave you full love and support without expecting anything in return. Whereas you're a tool for most of those around you, even though they don't admit it. Yep. I've commented on that quite a lot, that I'm getting really tired of being told what to do. Sorry, go ahead, Jordan.
The captain makes a good point. 'Tis like that Yugiri and Gosetsu were forced to come here for the self-same reasons we were. They must have found a way to Othard, assuming they are not still in the city. Ere we seek passage, mayhap we should first seek our friends. Leave it to me, Alphino. Making friendly inquiries is my specialty. Lest you forget, I got plenty of practice in Ishgard.
He's going to own this place by sunup.
Yep. Captain Carvalian, could you direct us to the nearest tavern?
Desperate for drink, are we? May find one in that large building, just beyond the pit. Whether your journeys have come to an end or you're about to begin, the Shiokaze Hostelry is a good place to rest, relax, and reflect. Or so they say. With that, my dear scions, I bid you farewell. As soon as we have replenished our supplies, we must away. Ours was ever a fast-moving business. The spice trade. Of course! Surely did you not think I traveled halfway around the world? Destination solely has a kind of something.
Perish the thought. Thank you, Captain, and may the Navigator watch over you and keep you. Right then, to the hostelry.
Oh,
After you.
to the Aetheryte, then to the hostelry. Oh, we don't get a chance. Okay.
I thought Ishgard remarkable for this. We are certainly not in Eorzea anymore.
A tavern is a tavern, Alphino, here or anywhere else. Now, you'll excuse me. It's time to do what I do best.
Become the godfather of this here town.
Thousand pardons, my lady. The signs of the seventh dawn, I presume. I hope your voyage was not too trying.
And you are...
Ah, yes, of course. Forgive me. Hancock of the East Aldengard Trading Company. At your say, Ken, I must apologize. Too much time in the Far East, you see. One is compelled to talk in circles round everything here. One finds oneself longing for the invigoratingly candid speech of the all-round markets. See now that this was neither the time nor the place to indulge said longing. Might I suggest that we continue this conversation at the company offices? Too many eyes and ears here, you understand. 'Twould be decidedly reckless to say any more.
If I may favour you with the invigorating candy you apparently crave, it would be decidedly reckless to follow a man I neither know nor trust. Give me one good reason why we should accept Lord Warrington's invitation.
Now there's the young diplomat I was told to expect. Very well then, I can explain. You understand that you are come to a most reclusive and secretive nation, yes? One whose borders are closed to foreign trade save at this single port. Then it should come as no surprise that a great many parties have vested interests here. Merchants like myself are a given, of course, but for every one of us, you may be certain there is also an agent of a foreign government. Many notable nations and empires have embassies here, you know, including, of course, the Garlean Empire, with whom you have such a difficult relationship.
To paraphrase, Kagane is teeming with imperial spies, one or several of whom could now be listening to our every word.
Something to that effect, yes. Beneath this veneer of bustling trade, a war for supremacy is being waged between world powers. One might say we are standing on the front lines, just not in public.
I still have my doubts, but he may have a point. I say we accept his invitation for now.
All right. Sure, count. Yeah. However.
Shoot.
Right, talking to Hancock. You must be... Ah, the adventurers. Slayers of gods, riders of dragons, saviors of Ishgard, stealers of pants, if some more puzzling rules are to be believed. Do it. May I say what an honour and pleasure it is to make your acquaintance. I know how you and I are going to get along famously. Now, without further ado, allow me to escort you to the company offices. With this being your first visit to our fair city, I shall make an effort to point out various landmarks along the way. You would be so good as to follow me. We're totally sidetracking to go and get all the ether rates, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Here's the big one.
God, I love this city.
Hancock. Everyone, if I could have your attention, please. You are now standing in Ten Conto. Loosely translated, this means the Spire of Drifting Souls, which, as some of you may have deduced, makes reference to the aetheryte which stands over yonder.
The design is markedly different from those in Charlayan, yet I trust its function is identical.
Diplomat and a scholar. Wonders will never cease. Far Eastern Aetheryte technologies have a long and storied tradition. I assure you, this particular example was constructed by the Oni Shishu, collective of skilled craftsmen who guard their ancestral techniques with utmost secrecy. In short, you'll find it no less reliable than its Western counterparts. A tune, if you like. I know exactly the choice you're talking about, Frary. Having played the Trooper like 3 or 4 times. I love that story. All right. Hancock. Where the streets are paved with Koban. Hancock would very much like to continue talking. Beautiful though it may be, we cannot spend all day staring at the ether, right? Come on, come, let us move along. The markets are next. Guessing we're gonna have to get all the ones at the later. We've arrived at the largest shopping district in Kugane, Kogane Door. Kugane, as you are doubtless unaware, is an ancient Hingan word for gold. So in this prosperous port where golden fortunes are made, lesser fortunes, or Kogane, are earned by local merchants. It's all quite logical once you learn the language.
Now you're beginning to speak my language.
She's gonna own this fucking town, and there's nothing you can do about it. A kindred spirit. A pleasure to meet a young lady who appreciates the value of hard-won coin.
Hancock of the East Aldernod Trading Company. You are with clients today?
Why, if it isn't Master Chiton. Pray, allow me to introduce you to my esteemed guests, but recently come from distant Eorzea. This kind and generous soul supervises all transactions here in Kogane Dori.
Your sincerity is ever appreciated. As he says, I am Gaiten of the Hakuchi clan, and it is my honor to serve as overseer of these markets. As we receive many foreign visitors in Kugane, we accept all manner of currencies. Rest assured, your Eorzean Guild are welcome here. I invite you to peruse our wares at your leisure.
Arms, armor, foodstuffs, potables. You'll find all of them here and more. It's gone further than that.
Go. Do we just want to finish our little tour here and then run around?
Yeah, I think that might be the best idea. Hancock. if we may pause here a moment. This road leads to the Aijingal district, which Aijin foreigners are permitted to reside.
Would this also be where the foreign embassies are found, including that of a certain empire?
Precisely. So you see, it would not be at all unusual to cross paths of one of our Garlean cousins here. With this in mind, I would encourage you to choose your words carefully. We would not want any physical altercations. After all, such spats being strictly forbidden. The Seki Sigiyumi punish breaches of the peace quite severely. I have seen foreigners permanently exiled for a single violation. Though, to be fair, this is not common. More often than not, they are merely executed on the spot. What? Cut down then and there? You're joking, right? What that I were. But alas, these samurai are a humorless lot. Why, I recall one instance when a foreign merchant in his cups dared lay hands upon a Hingan aristocrat in front of a Seki Segumi. The samurai cut him in half with a single stroke. I didn't want to think about that. So, as you see, it would behoove you to behave. Failing that, we may be forced to part ways with one another, or you with yourselves in the manner of the late Teleji Ajaleji. The way he's laughing at that. Oh, how I amuse myself. But we must carry on. I have yet to show you the Garlean consulate. This, as you may have surmised, is the consulate of you-know-who. Mark the guards at the gate. The uniforms are not different from those you've seen in the West. Were you to travel far and wide, you'll find that many such variations exist, often inspired by local designs. All of which goes to show you that even a massive empire seeking to rule all of creation is not without its artisans. Alright. By the grace of Lord Lolorito. Hancock seems to be quite pleased with himself. Except there's so much more I could speak of. Soothing waters of the onsen, the ephemeral delights of the pleasure district. You are doubtless still weary from your long sea voyage. No, go to that last one. Let us retire to the company offices. At long last, we arrive at our destination. May I present to you our humble offices? We have much to discuss, so I will refrain from further prattle. Come, right this way.
most generous, but I will not enter into any agreement which would leave us beholden to you or your master.
A legitimate concern. Allow me to clarify then. The chairman bids you consider this as an expression of his heartfelt contrition for the bloody banquet and the unpleasantness which followed. Never having been one to put stock in words alone, the chairman deems the provision of material aid to be a more appropriate demonstration of his sincerity. By sheer coincidence, your purpose here also happens to coincide with our own interests. That is, assuming you are come to aid the Doma Liberation Front. How
I will not bother to offer a denial. You have the right of it. To be specific, we are come in search of our Far Eastern allies, Yugiri and Osutsu, whom we hope to assist in their fight.
the Aori Shinobi and the Rugadin Samurai? Then you will be pleased to know that they have both come to Kugani.
Are you sure?
Quite. They came here aboard a company vessel, you see. However, they encountered difficulty securing passage across the Ruby Sea.
The Ruby Sea. Sorry, I've never been any good at geography.
Forgive me.
I love Lise because she admits she's a bit of a ditz, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I'm just not very good at geography.
We are here in Kugani, the sole open port of Hingashi, situated on her western coast. Doma, meanwhile, is here on the eastern coast of Offord in Yansha. Therefore, if your friends are to reach Doma, they must first cross the Ruby Sea.
So it's the Ruby Tide.
Alas, this is easier said than done, as the Ruby Sea does not fall within the dominion of either Hingashi or Doma, being controlled since antiquity by a third party, namely the Confederacy.
Yeehaw! The sea shall rise again.
Said maritime collective is known for the consummate skill of its sailors, and for demanding that any vessel entering its waters pay a toll referred to as the Ruby Tide. In exchange, the Confederacy's vast fleet guarantees the safety of those who travel within its territory. Now, as I'm sure you are aware, Garlemald conquered Doma some 25 years past, at which time the Empire saw no value in controlling the Ruby Sea, and thus did they turn a blind eye to the activities of the Confederacy. The recently appointed acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma had other ideas, however. She has formally condemned the Confederacy and declared that any who recognize their authority shall be branded enemies of the Empire.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario right there.
Pretty much.
Bowing to this pressure, Hingashi severed ties with these toll takers and forbade the payment of the Ruby Tide, prompting the Confederacy to make it known that any merchants choosing to sail the Ruby Sea would do so at their peril.
No wonder they struggled to secure passage to Doma.
persistence bore fruit.
I say we follow in Yugiri and Gosetsu's footsteps and attempt to secure passage to Doma for ourselves. We will need to cross the sea in any case, and we may learn something of their whereabouts in the process. Should we find that they are still in Kugane, we can make the journey together.
In that case, I have some information which may be of use to you. No quid pro quo, I assure you. The chairman would most insist that I aid you to the best of my ability.
All right, Alfie.
Awful nerd.
Yep. Though I'm reluctant to take any action whatsoever that could be construed as placing ourselves in Lord Lolorito's debt, we must avail ourselves of what means are available. Our Alamegan allies place their faith in us, and I do not intend to disappoint them. I need a bio break before we pick up the next step.
No worries, my dude. Bum 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 bum. Ba da ba bum bum bum. Then, I mean, I know it's totally the glasses, but like whenever I talk to this guy, I get major like Matt Murdock vibes off of him. Only more creepy, which is weird because Matt Murdock's kind of creepy. Creepy vibes from who? Oh, Hancock. I forgot you guys aren't looking at my screen. Bop you. And I know it's the glasses, but it strikes me as a slightly less creepy Matt Murdock. But I've seen more of his story at this point. Okay. Yeah, straight off the bat, he comes off as a bit of a creepazoid. I mean, you have to be a bit of a creepazoid to work for Lolorito, I guess, but... I did think him blind in the beginning too, though. Yeah, it's... I just associate the red glasses with Daredevil. I don't know why.
We all being creeped out by Hancock? Is that what's happening?
Not me over here going, where the fuck is this tippity tapping dick? Yeah, I was saying that like it's totally the red glasses, but he gives me super like slightly less creepy Matt Murdock vibes.
Hmm.
Slightly more creepy. Matt Murdock's at least some amount of creepy.
Yes.
Alright, shall we talk to Awful Nerd?
Indeed.
Do it! Alphino is a man with a plan. A good samurai is hard to find. And we have a prize, press reward that is a bunch of question marks.
It would seem inefficient for us all to venture out together in search of information on Nugiri and Gosetsu's whereabouts. Agreed?
Agreed. Cast our net wider. Split up and pursue all available avenues of inquiry. We're to coordinate our efforts effectively. Establish a working base of operations.
Indeed. Tataru would seem best suited to the task of organizing our supplies and procuring new ones. While she attends to that, we four can begin our search by questioning the individuals Hancock identified. Alize and I will take those in the southern districts of the city, while the two of you can take those in the north. In anticipation of such eventuality, took the liberty of preparing a few sketches of Yugiri and Gosetsu during our voyage.
Wow. Stole a woman. Bit of an artist. These are great. They'll definitely come in handy. Like it's you and me, adventurers. Let's step outside and talk about where to start. Dad Setsu. So you're about to see a thing when we step outside.
What in the devil?
This is what the Red Mage set that I've been collecting alongside your Thor set looks like.
Intriguing.
Right? Intriguing is definitely a word for it. Okay. Lise. Wow. Afro sketches are so... I don't know how to put it, but they're very... See for yourself. Seen them. They were up in the last cutscene. May view Alpha Nerd sketches at any time during this quest by using the relevant key items in the key items menu. I don't wanna. I have to. It's more like them than they do. Honestly, you can make a living doing this. Sorry, no time for distraction. Why don't we start by visiting Karaku Onsen, that was it. And Onsen episode. Unfortunately, Lise, we're gonna run around and get a bunch of these. Which I think is the plan.
Yep.
We should probably start at the south end and work our way up, because that way we can at least teleport back if we need to. Is there a Kugani stroke Dolmen housing district.
There is. And it's very pretty.
Homie, you look a bit tired. You feeling okay? George had a bit of a long. Oh, hello.
I wonder if we can just go straight there. We don't have to do any quests.
Oh, for the housing thing? I'm not that interested in it. I just wanted to know there was one.
That was actually unlocked before Ishgard housing was unlocked.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting. Oh, I'm starting to have flashbacks to the fucking stealth mission.
I'm gonna take the thing to the Aetheryte Plaza.
Didn't get the Segisimi barracks one.
Nope. Hello, we're invading the barracks.
Hello?
Shouldn't leave your doors wide open if you didn't want this to happen.
I mean, they're not. They don't seem pissed about it. Like, if anything, they're like, come in and enjoy our awesome Zenguard. Oh. Should be all of them, right?
No, last one's over by the onsen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's down this way.
Yep. I found a Yagiri.
It should be all of them, right?
Yep. Did you get the little pop-up saying that the airship landing is now available?
Come down my hand. Apparently I don't have the inn. I've got that first. I don't have the Rakusa district, which I just got. For fuck's sake, game.
Yup. 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 Yup.
You saw me attune to this, right?
I did.
Alright, I have now attuned myself to all. Got it. Haraku.
Come
A
on.
one?
Come
Oh,
on.
go ahead.
Burns, cuts, embarrassing rashes. There is not that the mystical waters of the Bokaisen hot springs cannot heal. Ho, what is that you had in your hand. You seek this Aura and this Rogadin, do you? 1,000 apologies, but I cannot help you. It is against our policy to divulge information regarding patrons past or present.
We came all the way from Eorzea to find our friend.
We have our reputation to consider, miss. Men and women from all walks of life come here in search of rejuvenation, body and soul. They seek privacy and discretion, and we have ever honored their wishes. Only the Sekisegumi may demand otherwise. I am sorry, but there is naught I can do.
Quick, change classes. I suppose I have to ask someone else then. What about that woman who runs the upholstery? Otokaze, was it? I wonder what would happen if you had a conversation with him as a samurai.
The hostelry. This way.
Welcome, traveller. Can I interest you in some rice wine? Exceptional quality, delivered but the other day. Ah, an Auri shinobi and a Rogadin samurai. If I may, I would answer your question with some few of my own. If I speak of that which you know, Aijin, do not be offended. Are you familiar with the situation in the lands across the Ruby Sea? Doomed rebellion after 2.5 decades of quiet? I see. Are you familiar with the ways of Hingashi? How we elect to stand apart, support no cause but our own? Different and callous, some may call us. Pragmatism is essentially for humble island nation, such as ours, is to survive. But we are not fools. Complete isolation is impractical. So Kugane is open to aid you. We are equally hospitable to all. Or, if I must speak more plainly, yes, I can help you. If I do, I must also oblige the ones who ask after you. Are you willing to accept this fair and equitable treatment? Anyone comes looking for us, you can tell them whatever you like. As you wish. Two individuals of whom you speak, indeed come here. We sought passage across the Ruby Sea. Few ships are willing to make the trip at the moment. Nevertheless, I made several introductions on their behalf. That was the extent of our interaction. I'll provide you with the names of the captains, if you like. You've been a great help, Mrs. Kotokaze. Be sure to come back for that wine sometime. Would welcome your custom, miss. We should question these captains as soon as we can. You take the first 3 and I'll take the rest. We'll meet here when we're finished, alright? Good luck.
Ooh, red alert.
Red alert. I'm a Meowie. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you, Emma Meowie.
There's the market.
Thank you, Emma Meowie, and good luck on your
Good luck for Savage.
preparations.
Reliving vicariously through us. Yeah. So we'll be back on Friday. We'll be doing a bit of this. We'll be here for another like hour or so, and we'll be back with more of the plot on Friday around 3:30
Eastern.
Eastern Standard Time. Summertime as it is now, I think. Hello. Well, never been in here before. Take care, Emma. Good luck with your raiding.
Take care. No. This is not the way.
We gotta go back under ourselves.
Ah! I think I found the way.
This is the way.
I found the way.
Anish Spice Trader. Ask me if I've seen the Samurai woman and the Rogadin samurai. The woman is unknown to me, but the man is not. It's for Doma, but I cannot help him. He travels solely between here and Razatan. Would have been unreasonable detour. This dude.
Yes, a Rogadin gentleman did approach me. He wanted to charter a ship to take him across the Ruby Sea, the mad devil. Oh, shit. I sent him away like all the others before him. The woman? Nay, I know her not.
No one else down there.
It might be up in
The
the...
last dude is up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up here. The meticulous merchant. Passengers? No, we no longer offer that service. Too much trouble. Now we only transport goods. Told this to the samurai and sent him on his way. Woman? It's the women you seek. The pleasure houses have plenty. Or like dickhead merchant.
Sorry, just monitoring the view. Huh.
How did it? Oh, never mind. Judging from the look on your face, you did much like it better than I did. It's probably a trap. Lise is about ready to give up. Well, I suppose you might as well head back to... Wait, I just remembered. There was someone on my list I forgot to visit. Kyoto. He's a Namazu fisherman, whatever that means. A regular here. Maybe we'll find him if you look around. Alright. Why do you stare? You have business with me? 5-12. A talking fish. Yes, talking fish. Very observant of your hygiene. Find me in good spirits, so your rudeness I will ignore this once. But only if you address me again in the proper manner. Sorry, I've never met a... Let's start again. You're Kyoto, right? My name's Lise. These are the adventurers. We're looking for some friends of ours. I see. Both these ones I know well. Helped them secure passage across the Ruby Sea. Really? That's wonderful. Could you do the same for us? Yes, not a problem. For you, I could charter a ship this very day. The journey is fraught with much peril. The fare will not be cheap. Are you sure you can afford to pay? I don't think of bringing any money. Surely Tartary will let us take whatever we need from Tsar's coffers, right? We wouldn't be the only passengers, though. Can we take a moment to talk it over with our friends? Yes, but hurry. Your ship must depart under cover of darkness. We shall meet again at sunset on Tasogare Bridge. Do not forget your fare. Bring many gil, yes? About time our luck changed. Alphino and the others will be thrilled. Alphino and the others have seen this from the trap than it is.
Yep.
Greetings, honoured madam. Will you be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices? Yes. Right, talking to the nerd.
We spoke with a number of merchants and captains at the southern piers. Several recognized Gosetsu and confirmed he had been searching for a vessel to deliver him to Othard. None, however, made any mention of Lady Yugiri.
Yes, it was the same story for us. But then you'll never believe what happened.
So, this Gyodo claims to have aided both Gosetsu and Yugiri? How fortuitous.
But I would have chosen Master Alphino.
Stupid's what I'd call it. How can you agree to his price without making any attempt to haggle, or even confirming what it was in the first place?
Yes, that too was a misstep on their part. But what troubles me most, Gyodo and his brethren are not renowned for their generosity of spirit. Rather, they are disdained as scheming moneylenders, ever eager to turn a profit from another's misfortune. Everyone else we questioned stated that the Gosetsu was alone. Only Gyodo claims to have met both him and Yugiri. I suppose it's possible that Gosetsu made inquiries by himself, and only called upon Yugiri once he had found a willing captain. But it's equally possible, if not more likely, that you are being deceived. Do not forget that there are parties present in Kugani with agendas which may run contrary to your own. The Viceroy was once a spy herself, as I recall. I should be surprised if she did not have countless agents here in her employ, all eager to prove themselves to their new master. What better way to do so than delivering her the heads of foreign insurgents? Fine, you might be right about him. If Gyodo's working for the Empire, who's to say he didn't try the same trick on Yugiri and Gosetsu? I mean, if he did, you might know where they are. If he succeeded, they might be in trouble. Anyway, if he holds up his end of the bargain, we'll have nothing to worry about, will we? If he tries to betray us, I vote we take him prisoner. Punch him till he tells us the truth. So if it's a trap, we'll spring it and deal with the consequences. What do you think?
Trap?
Trap. Oh, that's you.
Very well. We should prepare for the worst. Tataru will remain here, and I shall follow the three of you at a discreet distance.
Once more, I must caution you to avoid physical altercations at all costs. Even should Imperial agents attempt to engage you, Seki Segumi will not hesitate to clap you in irons or cut you down. Anything untoward should happen, you are to return here at once. Is that clear? Oh, I'm about to get really angry. This quest made me so fucking mad the first time I did it.
Speaking to
To
Alice,
review. To review, the adventurers and I meet with Gyodo as planned. Alphino will keep watch from a distance, ready to provide support in the likely event that Gyodo attempts to betray us, Imperials, or whomever else. Should that happen, these will subdue him together, make our escape. Our actions will surely draw the attention of Seki Segumi. We'll evade them with Alphino's assistance and return here with our prisoner. That meet with everyone's approval. No. No violence. Of course, these precautions will be ignored if Gyodo does not play us fools. We shall see. To the bridge. We good?
Yep.
I went to the whole stream, climb up the inside. lens flare coming off the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's go spring a trap.
Even prettier from up here.
Yeah. Alright, talking to Alizé. Our would-be ally is nowhere to be seen. Make ready. Something smells fishy. Get it?
Yes. Oh.
He's late.
Endless and most sincere apologies to you and yours, yes, yes. This way, quickly now.
Enough! Where are you taking us? Where is the ship?
This ship. So very sorry to inform you, yes, yes. Long before was it pledged to another. To me. These ones are for Doma.
I knew it couldn't be this simple.
Nothing personal, yes, yes. Just business.
Then business is about to take a turn for the worse.
I just finished the fight whenever you're done.
I was reading it out, but didn't realize I was muted. I apologize. I've already started the next part. Sorry.
As expected, the Sekisugumi have caught our scent. Since fighting them is out of the question, we'll have to wind our way back to the Ruby Bazaar, evading their patrols as we go. If they find you, use these smoke bombs to make your escape. Use smoke bombs to evade the patrols. Be warned that attacking the Segumi will result in failure. Shit.
If you hug one of the wolves, they have a harder time seeing you. And then go straight up that staircase in front of you.
Come with me. I will guide you to your friends. First talking fish, now a tortoise? What have we got to lose? Thank the 12 you made it. I feared our Kojin friend might not find you in time. Everything is going to be alright, trust me.
Clear the road! Clear the road! You there, Korjin. We seek 4 foreigners. One, a brutish woman carrying an unconscious Namazu. Have you seen them?
Ah, yes! Very rude they were, making no apology as they barged past. But they went back, I think.
Many thanks, good sir. With me, they cannot have gone far.
Obligatory Ninja Turtles reference, right?
Yep.
All is well. The Sekisei Gumi will not return this way for some time, I should think. You are of the East Aldenar Trading Company, yes? Come with me. I know a safer way.
You are returned. And with guests, I see.
Our meeting went about as well as expected. We brought the Namazu who thought to betray us. When he wakes up, we'll see what he knows about Yugiri and Gazetsu.
Well done, you. When I saw the Sekisei Gumi out in force, I did begin to worry, but I see my fears were misplaced.
Actually, if it weren't for Soroban, we might not have gotten away.
'Twas my pleasure.
Yet I must ask, Soroban, why would you deceive the Sekisegumi to help us, foreigners of whom you know naught?
Why, out of the kindness of my heart, is what I would like to say, but my motives are not.
No, they're all so drowsy.
I chanced to witness your meeting with Hancock at the tavern and saw an opportunity.
An opportunity.
Like many, I came to Kugane as a trader to make my fortune. Kojin of the Red may serve the Empire as mercenaries, but Kojin of the Blue walk a different path. Regretfully, most here would rather not meet our gaze, much less do business. So I seek the custom of those less predisposed to dismiss us outright, namely the East Aldenard Trading Company.
Quid pro quo, is it? Well, there is no denying that we owe you a debt. What say you, Hancock? Will you consider doing business with our entrepreneurial friend here?
Rest assured, Master Soroban, that in matters of trade, the company does not discriminate. We would be honored to hear your proposal.
I promise you will not regret this, good sir. Ah, yes. You sought passage across the Ruby Sea, did you not? I have a ship you can use.
You do? Well then, far be it from us to refuse. You have our deepest thanks.
And you mine.
All right, Lise.
Right. So first thing I said, obligatory Ninja Turtles reference for the Soroban over here. Also the Kojin of the red and the Kojin of the blue gives me flashbacks to Purple Drowsy, Green Drowsy from Babylon 5. And they even look a bit like Drowsy. Alright. Please. Still annoyed to hear he tried to deceive us. At least we were prepared for it. Even so, next time we should probably try to avoid running around Kugane in the middle of the night with half the city guards snapping at our heels. Jordan, why do they do this to me?
Because they hate you.
Hey, level 77.
Congratulations.
I'm so angry. I'm the kind of angry where I've taken my glasses off and I'm pinching the bridge of my nose. Oh. Alright. Lise. Making the catfish sing. Lise would like to ask Yodo a few questions. Right then. Yodo should be coming round soon. I think it's time we had a little chat, don't you? Rise and shine, little fishy. I know you can hear me, so stop pretending to be asleep, or I'll give you another ride of my boot. That's that sort of thing a man would pay for. No boots. All my secrets are yours for the taking. Tell us what you know about Yugiri and Gosetsu. Every last detail. If I find out later that you lied to me... No more lies. The clear, unvarnished truth. You have my word. Only the samurai did I meet. Yes, only him. He asked after a ship, so I provided an introduction to the Garleans. You mean you led him into a trap as you did us? Because you are an Imperial spy. No, I'm no spy. Just business. Fewer ships pass through Kugane these days, and we have struggled to make ends meet. So when the Garleans offered a bounty for any dolmens found in Kugane... Oh, my mistake. You're not a spy, but a common cutthroat. Not that I'm surprised. You need half a brain to be a spy. So, what happened to the samurai? Such a cruel, vicious tongue you have. Not go quietly. No. No, blades were drawn, men were cut down, and the Sekizagumi came. They took the samurai away. Hold on a moment. Tell me the IG... You mean to tell me the IG... Let's try that again. Hold on. You mean to tell me the IG in the arrested the other day was Gosetsu? Oh, had I but known. He's in the custody of the Sekizagumi. I only need to see to it the requisite funds find their way into the right official's hands. Your friend will walk free. As it is in old... Oh, that's you. Sorry.
As it is in Ul'dah, so it is in Kugane. But given the circumstances, it seems we have no choice but to resort to morally questionable means.
Will make a pragmatist of you yet, Master Halfler? All right, Hancock. You're free to wait here while I speak with a relevant official. If you would rather wait for Cassetto outside the barracks, we can go together. I wouldn't put it past the Imperials to try something again. So maybe best if Lise, the adventurers, and I join you. Alright, but what about Gyaudo?
I will keep an eye on him for the time being. We can release him after you return with good Setsu. He would doubtless have some choice words to say to the little fellow. Sorben, mayhap it would be prudent to prepare your ship for our immediate departure.
As you wish. Everything's in order. Let's be off. The Seki Segumi barracks to the north. Lord Hancock,
Talking.
I must ask you wait here. You may be assured that this will not take long. Is it really going to be as simple as he says, do you think?
Waiting again.
Oh, I got kicked.
Uh-oh.
If this logging queue is any more than 7 people, that may be a sign we just need to end it for the evening.
Oh,
Oh, I can't even connect to the game.
oh shit.
Like I'm connecting to Ether Data Center.
You said this wouldn't take long, right? Because this feels a bit long to me. Calm down, Lise. Everything's going to be alright. Much as I hate to admit it, I share Hancock's dim view of government officials and their supposed incorruptibility. From what I've gleaned to the Far East, they're probably exchanging lengthy pleasantries. There seems to be a correct way to do everything here, bribery being no exception. I say we leave them to it, right? Alright. So that at least got us to the end of that part there.
I am trying one more time to log in. I'm just sitting on connecting to Ether Data Center.
So I think that's where we're going to end it tonight, with Bob fighting the
Limbo.
the lim. I was going to say the login queue, but it's not even the login queue. It's the server connection queue. the server connection raid boss. Please make sure you follow us here. Thank you again to Ama Miawi for the follow earlier.
And for hanging out.
And for hanging out. Follow us on the four major microblogging platforms. Yes, indeed, Frary. Rip Bob.
Yeah, rip me.
Twitter, we are 321 Podcast. Blue Sky, we are 321tv.bsky.social. On Threads, we are at 321_tv.live. And on Mastodon.social, the Mastodon.social server, we are simply at 321_tv. Please also check out the merch store, another way you can support the channel. 321-tv-shop.fourthwall.com, where we have cool things like basketball shorts, sweatpants, sweatshirts, cups, stickers, and really cool playmats.
Yeah.
Bob, do you have a raid target for us tonight?
Mate, I've been trying to log into the game.
Fair enough.
So, no.
Alright, let's see here.
I'm trying to snoop if it's just Ether or if it's all of the data centers. Because it's weird to me that you stayed connected and I didn't, and now I can't log back in.
Yeah, that's super weird. We are going to go ahead. I want to send you off to Angie. Doing a little Yakuza Kiwami. So, send you off, as we always do. Guys, gals, non-binary pals, and all those beyond that spectrum. In the words of the 16th President of these here United States, Abraham Lincoln, please, be excellent to each other. Party on non-gender specific honorifics, and we will see you
Next time.
peace.
Peace.